is this macro thing. A lot of top-down change that occurs in situations where collaboration is needed, a lot of times it just doesn't have the endurance to go through. A lot of times when this sort of gets employed, you know, whether it be locally or whether it be globally, I kind of smile. After 32 years in education, seeing neighbors in the auto industry, seeing friends who are business owners and entrepreneurs, it really still holds true today. Changing a belief system is difficult for an individual. Sometimes you're forced to do that and you handle that. But when it comes to making change for a system or a group, it is extremely difficult, especially when you have stakeholders at different levels. If you've got this contest, and the contest is going to be between structured environment or culture and attitudes and behavior, culture is going to win, and it's going to win every time. And this is where I've been blessed to work with masters. Dr. Joanne Andrews, she's the master of collaboration. When she sets it in her heart to collaborate and to make change, there is no one better. Gary Faber did some things with this as well. Former Principal Bob Piles was outstanding at bringing some people together and collaborating. And then, of course, the Zen master of all, Cy Grechko. I'm still sitting shiva for him. He is a brilliant man. And really, these four people have helped me on so many levels see the value of collaboration. And so how do you do this? How do you even begin to collaborate? And you do this by building relationships. It's that whole relationship building that I think put these people over the top. Either for an individual or for groups of people in a system, it is necessary for that relationship piece to be fostered and developed. It taught me something that as a math guy I didn't think was possible. That the sum of all the pieces could be greater than the whole. And when it comes together and you have this, it's really amazing some of the things that can be accomplished. And that's why I so appreciate Dr. Andrews and I so appreciate Gary Faber and Bob Piles and Cy Grechko for the things and the lessons that they have taught me. And I've been able to use these lessons in the math department to work in that area where we've really, over the years, made some tremendous strides with school improvement and with our mentoring program, our teacher mentoring program, where I have been the teacher mentoring coordinator. It really gives the opportunity to do it right. Sometimes when it doesn't happen that way, you kind of get the emperor's new clothes mentality, where you kind of see that things are going right and you think that things are going right, but there's not a lot of other people seeing it. And then there's a whole bunch of other people that might be agreeing that they see it, and then there's some people that just kind of say, I don't know what you're looking at. But in closing with this, I just want you to know that I am a West Bloomfield resident, and I have truly been blessed on so many levels. I'm proud to be a resident, first and foremost. My daughters are West Bloomfield students. One graduated in 2008. The other one is a senior this year. I've had both girls in my building at one time. In fact, over the last 7 years, and including this year, one of my daughters has been in the building with me. And I find that to be such a gift. I mean, that is not something that people get the opportunity to talk about. But, and I always tell people, you know, they say, doesn't it just suck to teach where you live? And I'm thinking, no. I mean, for me, it has absolutely been a blessing. I had my eldest, I had her in my class. That was cool. That was cool. Problem wasn't her, the problem was her friends, the ones that we take on vacation with us, the ones that are drinking beer and all this, and hey, Dr. B, remember when? Like, stop, we don't talk about it. It wasn't my daughter, it was my daughter's friends. Now I've got my youngest. That's a trip. That one's a real different critter. I'm going to stop there. But a couple things about our graduates. The level of sophistication that our graduates have is really unparalleled. And I'm going to tell you a story that I think is really just kind of sums it up. My eldest daughter's a freshman. She's in the leadership dorm in college. She's on a multicultural wing of a building. Her and a friend in her suite. How do I say this delicately? She is basically from an all-white suburb of Detroit. And so Catherine and this girl are walking down the hall, and they see these loud African-American males at one end, and they're talking and they're having fun, and the sweet mate of my daughter turns and looks at Catherine and says, why don't we go out this door instead? And Catherine looks at her and she goes, what are you talking about? Let's go. Walks through, high fives the kids, not a big deal, and goes through. And I tell this story for a reason. The level of sophistication our kids get by having just this beautiful mix of student, I think, is amazing. And it's issues like this, and it's situations like this where it really comes out. Our academic preparation has been outstanding. I'm very, very confident that my youngest is going to succeed. And as for me, I still have goals. You know, one of my goals is to see my daughters through, and that's going to be happening. But I've got other goals, and when you make them public, it makes it, you're kind of out there a little bit more. I've made no secret of this. I do want to be involved in some capacity, I don't know exactly what, with the Renaissance in Detroit, because it's starting to slowly happen. And I don't know exactly what that means for me, and I don't know how that is, but I know that that's a direction of something that I have to do. As I mentioned at the beginning, I'm sort of like that garage band who's a warm-up for The Who. And so my challenge to you is to take the lessons from tonight and use them to make yourself and your community better. Commit yourself to community service. Read everything and anything. Commit to a healthy lifestyle and the things that will make you stronger and better. And when or if you become that German shepherd, use your skills and experience to make your home and your marriage and your family and your community and your job a better place. Thank you.